Welcome to the Wake Up Show. Here comes the trivia.
G'day. Welcome to the Wake Up Show. It's been a while. How is everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Doug is here. I'm back with the Wake Up Show, bringing trivia to you right before Nimmin Live. And it's been one crazy day. So let's get a few shout outs to those in the chat right now, and then we'll get straight into some trivia momentarily. Shelby's Corner, thank you for dropping the slightly late alert. I was meant to go live and I was still driving my car. I had to go and pick up my daughter from the city of all places. And pushed it back a few minutes. But let's give a big shout out. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. It has been weeks, literally weeks. I think it's been 4 or 5 weeks. Here we go. Sweeney Dunstan, welcome to the stream first of all. Construction Cronies, Chris, how are you? Kobe Talks Wrestling, welcome. Felicia's here as well as always. Everybody's saying this. Everybody that has commented in chat so far. It's going to be a short stream tonight because, guess what? Nimmin Live is back. That's coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is in 37 minutes from now. So we're going to have a relatively short trivia stream. So I want to make sure I give you some value, give you enough trivia questions to have a bit of fun, and also to get us leading into Nimmin Live. Now, is that camera looking, what's it called? A bit, it's like I've got a low frame rate or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how everyone's seeing that. Let me have a look on my phone right now. It does look a bit jerky. It's looking jerky. All right, let's change cameras and see if that helps. If I jump on over, let's see. And I was talking about Nimmin Live. Ignore that 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I believe the start time will be 9 a.m. today. I haven't had time to change the screens. Here we go. And let's check see how this one's rolling. That's looking a bit laggy as well. Why is my camera laggy tonight? Oh. Yes, a lot of things happened in the last few weeks. I have a new computer, so this is actually the first live stream with my new computer, so we'll see how it goes. All right. Well, let's get into it. Let's see if I remember how to do this thing. I've got a Stream Deck, so I should really be switching with that. So let's jump to the trivia screen first of all. And yes, it works. Okay, there we go. And we're going to get straight into the first question of the night just to get those old brain cells working. So here we go. Trivia question. Now, these are going to be fresh to me because I got these together weeks ago. I've had these pre-prepared. Here we go. We're starting with this. Nolan Bushnell, co-founder of Atari. If you remember, Atari was a very early computer game company and made consoles as well at one point. Also founded which pizza chain? Nolan Bushnell, co-founder of Atari, also founded what pizza chain? All right. Now, if I believe I have this correct, I need to be dropping this. No, not that one. Is this it? That's the one. And 3 minutes is on the clock officially. 3 minutes is all we give for people to drop their guesses, their suggestions in the chat. Let's see what people come up with. We're looking for a pizza chain, which is founded by Nolan Bushnell, the co-founder of Atari. What we're going to do in just a second, we're going to start highlighting people's answers. We'll see at the end if they're right or they're wrong. All right. They're coming in. Chris, Construction Cronies, says, let's move that just above there. There we go. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. I've never heard of that, but that's a good one. Car Galaxy Studios is coming with Chuck E. Cheese. Sweeney Dunstan says Papa John's. We're getting every pizza chain at the moment. Shelby's Corner has come in with Domino's, of course. And Felicia's come in with Pizza Hut ? Let me just say, they all sound like they are pizza chains, so we're all in the right area tonight. We've got about 1:50 left of putting answers in the chat. Sweeney says, can you pull a car with a pizza chain? I think it would break. I think it would. And, yeah. Well, the good thing with Macs is they migrate settings and apps and everything quite well. So everything just migrated over like it was the same machine. So fortunately for me, it was fairly smooth. All right, we're looking. Dropping the Five Nights at Freddy's reference there. Yeah, see, I'm not a big gamer. Like, I play Minecraft. That's about the limit of my gaming these days. And played a bit of 10-pin bowling and golf on the Nintendo Wii earlier today. So that's my gaming. All right. There we go. I see everything's ticking over. Okay, the stream deck's working. But Chris says he likes the Chuck E. Cheese guess. Yes. I see, because I was rushed tonight, Chris, Kevin. Yeah, my brain's going already. 11, it's 10:30 in the evening here where I am. But yeah, I new Mac. So I've got a 2019 MacBook Pro, which replaced my 2012 MacBook Air. So it was an overdue upgrade. And time's up. We're going to reveal the answer in just a sec. So yeah, I didn't really have time to tweak the settings on the camera tonight, except for just fire up the webcam settings and hit the preset. That's about all I had time to do. But back to the question. Nolan Bushnell, co-founder of Atari, also founded what pizza chain? Let's see what the correct answer is. And the correct answer was Chuck E. Cheese. So, Car Galaxy Studios in with the correct answer there. Chuck E. Cheese. That was a little bit of a warm-up there. That's the first trivia question of the day. We're going to go straight to the next one. Because we do have a rather short stream tonight, I want to get out at least a few trivia questions. The next one is, what ingredient in bread causes it to rise? What ingredient in bread causes it to rise? Let's see what you come up with in the chat. This shouldn't be a too difficult one. I think a lot of people might know this one off the top of their head. Definitely not a difficult one at all. There we go. And we've got answers coming in already. I'm about to highlight those in just a second. The one thing that's bugging me is the webcam settings. So I'm just going to quickly check those before I continue. I don't think there's a frame rate. Preferences? No. Nothing in the settings for that. It might be in the actual software that I'm using for streaming, but that's okay. Okay, answers coming in. We're going to get straight to those. And the first one I see was Felicia coming in with yeast. Yeast indeed. Construction cronies with yeast as well. And as Kevin said, that was an easy one. Absolutely. Yeah, Yahtzee. In the garden, welcome to the stream, says carbon dioxide. Could be drivers. Yeah, you don't get a lot of drivers with Windows. With Macs, it just works usually. And it wasn't like a reinstall. It was like everything comes across. So everything comes across. It literally mirrors the other computer when you use the migration feature. It's pretty awesome. Chris is in Toronto. Blue Eye Tech, welcome to the stream. It's coming with yeast as well. Yeah, I think this one is a fairly easy one. Okay. In the garden, everybody hit the like. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. We've got about 30 seconds left. We'll reveal the correct answer. But I think some people think they have it locked in already. And I think you could be right. And 27 seconds. And I am checking the preferences on the streaming software really quick. High quality video mode. Everything's looking good there. Make sure everything's turned off. No extra outputs. High quality video mode. Everything's looking good. Yeah, now all the settings came across fine. There we go. Now it's time to reveal the answer. What ingredient in bread causes it to rise? I think we all know that the correct answer is, in fact, yeast. That, as you said, that was an easy one. Absolutely. It is the C930E Logitech is my webcam. So I'm going to clear that. I'm going to clear that really quick. And I'm going to prepare for the next question straight away. We're going to rapid fire today because we have a limited time. Rapid fire trivia. Here we go. This one is, what is the world's largest coral reef system? What is the world's largest coral reef system? Some may even say they may know the answer. We shall see. We shall see. If you think you know, pop it in the chat right now and we'll highlight all the guesses and see who's right at the end. What is the world's largest coral reef system? Answers are about to come in. I can see them starting to come in now. Kevin says Gold Coast. Felicia's come in with Great Barrier Reef, I think, maybe. In the Gardens come in with Great Barrier Reef. Blue Eye Tech with also a Great Barrier Reef. So we're getting a bit of consensus here. Calculator Shooter says all Great Barrier Reef. Sweeney says, I can't remember the name of it, but I know it's in the nearest ocean on Minecraft. I'll tell you what, Shelby's Corner, who's in the chat, started a brand new single-player world and spawned on an island, literally had 3 ocean monuments within walking distance of the island, or just off the island in different directions. It's pretty wicked. So, you don't see them grouped together that tightly that often. So there's a bit of a bonus Minecraft thing going on there. But back to the question, what is the world's largest coral reef system? We'll be revealing the answer in just over 1 minute. Looks like the consensus is the Great Barrier Reef right now. We shall see. We shall see. The other thing that it could be is because the MacBook Pro has USB-C inputs, and so I have a breakout hub, and then out of that I have my old USB 3 powered hub running into that, and that's where all my cameras are plugged in, because I need the sheer numbers for 2 cameras, my audio, my Stream Deck, and a few other things, a couple of hard drives. So it could be just, if I fiddle that around, I might be able to get a better signal if I run it directly to the main USB 3 or USB-C breakout hub. And I see Beanie Draws in the house. Hello, Beanie. What's he saying here? I'm doing a quick cheeky jump in the chat. Beanie is chatting and running, I take it. We'll probably see you on them and live in the chat. I'm on mobile. Yeah, mobile. I see. Cool. That's a good sneaky jumping in there, Beanie. All right. The buzzer has gone. It's time to reveal the answer. And the world's largest coral reef system is... And indeed, it is the Great Barrier Reef here in sunny Australia. Well, sunny most of the time. Probably a couple of 100 kilometres north of where I am would be the southern part of the Great Barrier Reef, at least probably 200 to 300 k's. Maybe a little bit more. All right. Going to clear it again. What I'm going to do is change scenes, see if that jumps the camera around a bit, see if that helps. How come my close-up camera is the same as my regular camera? Okay, so don't use that one. All right, let's try this one. And that's working? Okay, yeah, lower thirds are working. Lovely. I'll be in the chat on and off. Friends have convinced me to go out for a change. Yeah, why not? Enjoy a Saturday night. I was just driving through this Brisbane CBD, and there's a lot of people out and about enjoying their Saturday night, that's for sure. And yeah, they asked last week. It was pretty quiet last week. There's a few streams back tonight. A few streams back, indeed. Let's jump back into the trivia questions right now. And the next one, and remember, trying to remember these questions because they might come up in them in live later. At some point in the stream, they usually do some trivia, whether that's for spinning the wheel or for one tip trivia, of course. The trivia questions come up all the time. And the next question is, what was the nickname for the 4-engined B-17 bomber planes used during World War II? What was the nickname for the 4-engined B-17 bombers used in World War II? All right. All right. It's a history question and it's an aviation question. So, the B-17 bombers, what is their nickname for those that were used in World War II? It's the B-17s, which are different to the B-52s, Beanie, and they're also different. They're not the band of B-52s. It's a different plane. They were both bombers, but it's a different type of bomber. All right, here we go. Let's start highlighting some questions. Hey, Josephine's in the chat. Welcome, Josephine. Let's see. Sweeney Dustin says aerial tank. That's an interesting name. Because of all the guns. Did I miss an answer? Contrastion Crony said quad killer. I see. Let's see. Blue Eyed Tech says a flying fortress. Jaco is in the house saying hello to everybody. Everyone give a big high five to Jaco who's just joined us. So we've had a few answers there so far. Just scrolling through the text chat here, see what else we've got. Beanie says that the Flying Fortress sounds like an app name, so we'll see. Did I miss the first answer? How did I miss the first? Oh, back there before Kevin said a flying fortress as well. Okay. Yeah, I missed it. It's crazy. This chat is crazy. And there's one new feature that's on the stream this week, which will only happen if I get a subscriber or a super chat or something like that. I've got actually on-screen alerts that come up, so if somebody does something, it'll pop up on the screen. It's a beta feature for the software I'm using. So I know it's nothing exciting because they've been doing that in OBS for years. All right, we've got about 20 seconds left before we reveal the correct answer. Beanie says those planes were huge. JK's coming with Flying Fortress ? So he's liking that answer as well. And we're about to go. The buzzer is about to sound. I can see the timer counting down, and I am not going to waste any time. I'm going to reveal the answer. What was the nickname for the 4-engine B-17 bombers during World War II? And as guessed correctly by a number of people, Flying Fortress. Flying Fortress. Interesting. There we go. Here we go. The next question, because we're rattling through these, get as many of these out as we can. In what city would you find the La Brea tar pits? In what city would you find the La Brea tar pits? All right. If you think you know the answer, make sure you drop it in the chat right now. Make a note of the questions, make a note of the correct answers when I reveal them, because you know that there's a great chance that they're going to show up in Nimmin Live later today sometime. And one thing to note that I noticed today is that Viper, if anybody knows Viper, he has a show that he does on Friday nights called Friday Night Vipe on his live streaming channel. He just broke his live streaming record of 8 hours. I think he went about 8 hours and 40 minutes, or give or take a few minutes. So that was interesting. Let's start highlighting the guesses for the question that we've got in front of us now. In what city would you find the La Brea tar pits? And a big hello to the Urban Explorer. Welcome to the stream. Beanie reckons it sounds European and guesses France. Construction Cronies has gone with Paris. Jaco's going with Los Angeles, California. And yeah, Angeles. That's correct. I knew what you meant. Even the spelling was a bit off. I knew what you meant. Felicia says, I could have sworn it was somewhere in the US. Very possible, very possible. Anybody else want to take a guess? I will neither confirm or nor deny if I've already seen the correct answer. I do not reveal until the end. 1:20, and we're revealing the answer. Hope everyone's had a great week so far. Obviously, it's a weekend. Saturday morning for a lot of people. It's already Saturday night in some parts of the world, of course. Sounds like it'll be handy outside of Vegas. It does, doesn't it? I agree. I can tell you for a fact that I have actually driven past the La Brea tar pits, so I know exactly where they are. I won't give any more clues other than that, because I have been to a few different countries in the world, so... Josephine says, is it in Portugal? No clue. Beanie says he's having a cheeky drink. Now, Beanie, just what makes it cheeky? You're out in the town, of course, you know. I don't know what makes it cheeky. Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be flying. Flying's fun. It's just a bit long. Alex Tox is in the house. Welcome, Alex, to the stream. And guess what? The buzzer has gone. I'm going to reveal the correct answer. In what city would you find the La Brea tar pits? I will now confirm that the correct answer was given in the chat by a person. Well, hopefully they're a real person. Hopefully they're not a bot. If they're a bot, then that's a very good bot. All right, and the answer is Los Angeles, California. Beanie, in October, you can go and visit the La Brea tar pits if you want to. Actually, we drove past them on one of the Hollywood tour buses that we were on. We were sightseeing. So, yeah, it's a place. All right. Oh, keep an eye on the time, of course. Next question is, what city connects two continents? What city connects two continents? This particular city sits right on the boundary of two different continents. What city is it? Bonus points if you tell me the country as well. All right. We'll start revealing people's guesses in just a second. Neil says that flying is quite relaxing. Yeah. Puts me to sleep. If it's a real long flight, puts me to sleep. Standing by. We're going to start highlighting some answers in just a second. What city connects two continents? It's a city, it sits on the boundary of two continents. Answers are coming in. Here we go. And the first answer we have, Alex is the first one in with an answer. He says Istanbul. And he adds extra information. It connects Europe and Asia. In the Garden has gone with Turkey. I believe Istanbul is in Turkey, so we'll go with that as being the same answer, I guess. Neil asked a question as I'm highlighting answers here. How is the video entry going? For the Vid Summit competition, I'm still at script stage. It was my daughter's birthday today, so I've been out all day. It's been a crazy day, so hopefully I'll get started on that tomorrow. The ones I've watched so far are pretty top notch, including I've seen Neil's, I've seen Vigard's, I've seen Jay Malone's. So the three that I've seen, they're all very good. So, well done, guys. Well done. Okay, more questions, answers coming in. Jaco's gone with Istanbul as well. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know if I should highlight that. I just heard Construction Cronies comment. Oh, my. That's probably why Sweeney is laughing in the chat. Everybody can see the chat, so I don't have to bring it up. All right. We've got about 40 seconds, and we're revealing the correct answer. Which city connects two continents? Let me just change the other camera, make sure it works. So, yeah, it's working. So I've got pretty much identical setup. The only difference is my new computer. So everything's using the same monitor, same mic, same everything else. And of course, smash the like button if you get a bit of value from learning the trivia. Sneak peek at the trivia from later in the Nimmin Live tonight or today, this morning. Whatever time it is in your part of the world. All right, let's have a look. What city connects two continents? I want to know the answer. And again, it is Istanbul. So those that said Istanbul, Turkey, well done. I think that was everybody who had a crack. Had that. So Istanbul, it actually sits there on the waterway that's between which oceans are the seas? A couple of seas there. But basically, it straddles both sides of the stretch of water which marks the boundary between Europe and Asia. So there we go. A little bit of geography today. Okay, we're going to drop a TV question now. For all you TV aficionados, we've got a TV question now. This one comes from the 80s TV. Here we go. Who was the star of the popular 80s crime drama Magnum P.I.? Who was the star of the popular 80s crime drama Magnum P.I.? Magnum P.I. was a pretty popular show back in the 80s. I could name a few other shows that were popular back in the 80s, like Knight Rider, and there was a bunch. I could name a bunch, and I said one. Knight Rider. Knight Rider was a popular one for people. And then you had your variation on Knight Rider. You had Airwolf, which was a helicopter one. And then you had all your shows, like your comedies and stuff, like, what was the 80s comedy? Alf. Alf was the 80s comedy. I think there was a few others as well. But we're looking for the star of the 80s version. So we're not looking for the star of the movie. There was a movie made more recently. I think it was like a rip-off or a remake. We're not looking for any remakes. We're looking for the star of the original 80s show. Here we go. I don't know if that's an answer, Josephine. It said Cornetto. I thought that was an ice cream myself. We have an ice cream called a Cornetto here in Australia. I don't know if the Cornettos are a worldwide thing. Alex says Jay Hernandez. Interesting. In the Garden said Tom Selleck. Felicia's gone with that answer as well. Chris says Tom Selleck for sure. So he's confirming. Selleck, comma Tom. And Kevin says, 80 shows were awesome. Yes, I've thought of another one. And now I've forgotten it again. Actually, there's a superhero one that was really cool called The Greatest American Hero. He was the dopiest superhero ever, but it was a really good show. I used to love it when I was a kid. The Greatest American. I think only around 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons. I've forgotten. It was hilarious. And we've got about 40 seconds left. We'll reveal the correct answer. Is it Tom Selleck? Is it Jay Hernandez? Or is it somebody else? We'll find out in just a second. Oh yeah, there was all sorts of cool stuff in the 80s. Movies. Some of my favourite movies are from the 80s. A-Team. Car Galaxy Studios. A-Team. That was a great TV show too. I never really watched it when I was a kid. I saw some reruns later. Freedom from Farm and Arbor knows what I'm talking about. Greatest American Hero. That's the theme song. There we go. And we're going to reveal the answer. Fall Guy. I see Fall Guy mentioned too. We get nostalgic here on this question. But who was the star of Magnum P.I.? And the correct answer is Tom Selleck, indeed. Tom Selleck, who was also in Friends for a while as Monica's love interest before she, of course, ended up marrying Chandler. Tom Selleck played the guy that she went out with before him, and they were going to get married, and they didn't get married. I can't remember his character's name, but he was in Friends. There you go. Tom Selleck was in France. All right. You know what? I just looked at the time. Nimmin Live is going to be starting in a few minutes. So, how many questions did we do? We got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions. So we have 7 questions that I'll be sending to D for you guys to possibly get brought up again later in them live, whether they're going to spin the wheel, one tip trivia, or however they use the trivia questions tonight. I'll send them to D. He'll be bringing them up as possible questions to give. So make sure to stay tuned, because Nimmin Live is coming up in just a few minutes. Let's jump to this one. There we go. So I have more questions, but I'll save them for next week. So we'll actually have a little bit more time to go through them. And I also have the segment called Riddle Me This. It didn't come up. Come on. This one, Riddle Me This. I'll save those riddles for next week as well. So don't fear. We've got a lot more questions. We've got a lot more riddles. We've got a lot more trivia coming at you next time. So sorry it was a shorter stream tonight. Some of the things that happen, you got to roll for punches, don't you? So it was just to get us back in the chair, really, just to get us back in the groove. And there's only one more thing I have got to say. We'll catch you on them and live. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later.